Well, hello everyone. I am here to guide you through the Switch facial. Are we loving the new guides? I'm pretty excited about them. I feel very proud of them. So let's make sure we all take a before picture and we wash our face. Okay, I wanna make sure everybody has any makeup or anything. I just washed my face. I wanna make sure everybody's washed their face. Take your before picture. This is really important. It tells you right there to do it. And just wash any makeup or anything you have off, because this is really important that you really have clean skin to start this one. We're gonna wash again, but if you were in the treatment room, I would give you a double cleanse, okay? So let's go ahead and start. All right, I'm actually gonna put my guide right here to make sure I'm following along with you fully. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our cleanser out. So I've sent you with a little cleanser. Woo, okay. In fact, you're gonna have everything. It's always amazing. So you're gonna have your little cleanser. So go ahead and pull out your cleanser and dump some of it out. You're gonna have enough for a couple cleanses as you go along, because you'll have enough of that cleanser for some after cleanse as well. Okay. So you're gonna have just a little bit of that cleanser. And we're gonna do a full cleanse. So this is like a pea-sized amount. You don't need to shoot amount of that cleanser. It goes a really long way. It foams up really intensely. All right, and we're gonna do a full minute cleanse. All right. And the reason for doing such an intense cleanse is because we really need to degrease, defat, whatever, the skin. All right. This is a really intense facial. We're gonna do small circles. This is called the anti-peel, all right? And for this to really work, we need to make sure that the skin kind of has no barrier on it. We're gonna use a bunch of stuff that opens up the skin, but I like to make sure that the skin is as prepped as humanly possible to get the best results from this treatment. You are gonna be like, oh my God, Sybil. And if you've had this treatment done, you're like, yes, I know what we're talking about. You're gonna be like, oh my God, Sybil, how did I not do a million of these when I was coming into treatment? It's just one of those treatments that I have lots of other treatments. And so it's a very specific person that I kind of am like, let's do a switch together. But I love to switch. I actually do the switch on myself a lot. So, all right, we're still cleansing. We're almost done. Okay, so do we do a lot of circles all over the place? Circles, 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 all up the nose, everywhere on the eyebrow ridges, all over on the sides, because we got crow's feet there and they need to get cleaned. Yes. Okay, and nose again. Come up the side of the nose with the finger so the thumb goes like this in circles. Hold the side and the thumb goes like this in circles. Okay, okay. Let's rinse. Now, we're gonna make sure we rinse really good. I know I say it all the time. I'm sure you get sick of it, and yet it's so important and vital and important. Okay. Can you hear my skin squeaking? It's super squeaky. Okay. Then we're gonna tap off. Okay, blot and dry. Or blot and dry. We blot and dry. Okay, so the next phase is that you are gonna use a cotton pad, or if you're like me, you have gauze. So cotton pad, and you've got a little thing of toner, okay? Now, straight up, if you have super sensitive skin or you're worried about like having super sensitive skin, you can omit this step, okay? You can omit it. You can also do it. Either way. But if you're like, I'm really concerned that my skin is gonna get all jacked up, you don't have to do it, all right? It just is a way to kind of defat the skin. But if you're sitting here right now and being like, my skin is so dry already, I feel like there's nothing left on my face, omit this step. But if you're like, my skin feels fine, there's nothing going down, go ahead and take some of that toner out. And it's a degreasing toner. So when I'm in treatment room, sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't. It just kind of depends on your skin. I'm not with you. If you were in the inner circle, we've had this conversation, you know what you're doing. But everyone else, you know, we're going with God with you. So hopefully you know what you do you, right? You're doing you. I have super oily skin, so I am 100% taking some gauze and defatting my face. And I go light. I do like light strokes, and I avoid the creases. So I'm avoiding the creases. That is a place I do know I am sensitive. I just go in like my T-zone areas and places that I know I like have zits and pigmentation that I wanted to go like a little bit deeper. All right. Yeah, you know it. Right? Okay. So these are the places I know I wanted to go like a little bit deeper. And I always take a look and be like, did I wash well? I did. No dirt. I did a good job. Okay. Whew. Okay. All right. Are we ready to move on now? So you're reading next. Step 3 is the Epi Prep. So it's just gonna stay step 3 on your little jar, okay? Step 3 is Epi Prep. So the Epi Prep is a little cream, okay? And you're not gonna feel anything with this. You literally are gonna be like, oh, what? This feels like nothing. This is like, I feel no things with this. But you wanna make sure you rub this really well into the skin and get enough of it in the skin that like, you know, you're like, that it's like on. So use all of it. Don't be messing about. Don't be messing about. Okay? Don't be messing around. Okay? It's gonna feel really oily. And once again, for me, I kind of avoid, for me, these little line areas and the creases, just because for me, I know that when I do that area, I get a lot of deep peeling. And so I avoid that when I first start. I want the deepest amount of this Epi Prep to kind of get all over the other places, and I'll put it there last, okay? So I'm gonna get all up in the other places first, and then I'll lightly kind of pass it on to that space. Okay. All right. And we're gonna really rub it in. We're gonna really rub it in. And then we're gonna set a 30-minute timer. Do not set a less than a 30-minute timer. All right, this is no joke. 30 minutes is what this requires. If you go less than 30 minutes, you're gonna get less result. Okay, if you have super, super sensitive skin, then yeah, maybe you could do less. But then we've had that conversation. If you're just like a regular person, 30 minutes, you want 30 minutes on this. And like I said, this is gonna feel like nothing. This is just opening up. This is literally a pathway to open up the skin, open up the cuticle of the skin, fancy word, cuticle of the skin, so that our peel can go in and work. So if you do not allow this to sit on for 30 minutes, it's not gonna fully open the cuticle, you're not gonna get the best result, you're gonna be sad. So tell Siri, hey Siri, set a 30-minute timer, and then come on back. I'll see you in 30. All right. So what did you guys all do on your 30-minute break? Yeah, I had some time off and I got changed and relaxed some, and yeah, let's continue and get our faces done. Okay, so next thing we're gonna do is we are gonna go ahead and take our cleanser again and wash our face. So the most important thing we do here is we wanna make sure we really get all this Epi Prep off, all right? Because we're gonna be putting our anti-peel on, and we wanna really make sure that all of this is off. All right, so here we go. And I am taking this off just a couple minutes early, so my alarm might actually go off while I'm filming this. 2 real live videos, guys. Because I wanted to make sure that I did not get overly sensitized. I do these all the time, and I know for a fact that I am better at 25 minutes than 30. Okay, so, all right, and we're back. Okay, so we're back. we are going to go ahead. All right, so we are going to go ahead and wash our faces now. So you might find that you're not getting as much froth. That really means that you just need to double cleanse. So I'm about to double cleanse. So we're going to take a rinse. We're going to take a rinse, and we're going to go ahead and give ourselves a whole nother batch of cleanser. All right? Because I really want to make sure I'm getting a good froth. That's what I'm talking about. If you're not getting a good froth, it just means that you're not actually getting down to that skin. And we want to get down to that skin level with no barrier, no stuff against the barrier. Okay, so we're up in that now. See, we're getting nice froth going. Okay, and we can go ahead and rinse. So let's rinse. All right. This one is about to get serious, guys. All right. Make sure all of our hair is out of the way. Make sure everything is off. All that water is off of us. Okay, so you know when I tell you that you want to just blot dry, this is not a time for that. You are really going to remove all of that water. We're still going to blot, but we're going to very intensely blot. All right, we're going to make sure that there is no water left on our skin, that we are going to be dry, because acid and water, they don't mix. So we're just going to let us sit here for a second. Be cool, let's say, be cool. All right, so the next thing we're gonna get out. Hey everyone, so I realized that when I sent these out that no one's gonna understand how to get the little top out. So there's a little hole in the top right there. And you can do anything sharp. I use the tines of a fork, and you just kind of pop it out very, very slowly, right? And then you pop it all the way out, pull it out. But it says the acid doesn't like go everywhere. I tested a bunch of ways to get these to actually like ship without drama. That was the best. Of peel and your 2 Q-tips. Ta-da! All right, make sure that you're putting these in a nice clean area. You should always work in a clean area. Taking off your stuff. This is when the magic happens, guys. When it gets serious. It gets so serious. This gets super serious. Okay. All right. So let's do this thing. All right. You take your Q-tip. You're gonna put it in here. You're gonna drop it down. You're gonna start on cheekbone. So the things you're prepared for, you're gonna stay on the bone and above the eyebrow. You're gonna stay out of this crease. You're gonna come into this crease last. You're gonna stay off of the lip. You can go around the lips, but stay off of the lip, okay? For me? Can we all handle this situation? All right, let's do this thing. You should get, and you go back and forth, you should feel this. You should get pink. It should feel like freaking fire. So much freaking fire. So much mother effing freaking fire. Like, oh my effing God. You might go to the other side of that Q-tip and continue. You are going to do one layer, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, mother of God. You are going to get potentially very pink like I do. You might not get pink at all, but I get crazy, crazy pink on people. Go up and down your nose, mother of God. Trained professional right here. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. You can fan the area. I am feeling a lot of heat. Yes, my face is on fire. Okay, so you might be getting a lot of flushing, a lot of pinkness. You notice that I'm getting flushing. Now my skin is used to treatments like this, okay? I do a lot of microchanneling. I do a lot of hardcore enzymes and stuff like that. So you might get much pinker than I get, okay? I still get pretty pink, guys. Doing this, you might get crazy red like a lobster. I definitely have clients who get red like a lobster on me, okay? Okay. Oh, mother of God. All right, it's all good. Good times. Coming in the other side. Do not double dip into the hair, guys. It's disgusting. Don't get in your eyeballs. Okay, we're not getting into this crease. Ready? Not into that crease, but onto the nose. On the front of that nose a little. I don't get onto this corner of this nostril either because I tend to blow my nose a lot and I just don't need that kind of drama in my life. Oh, sorry. All right. See, I'm getting quite a good flush going on. Quite a good flush. Quite a good flush happening right now. We are gonna fan. We're gonna fan. We're gonna fan. So you should feel it for about 30 seconds and then it'll calm down and it'll just be like warmth. Just warmth. Okay? Just warmth. Throw those away. Okay. Rinse off your hands. And you will continue to get pinker for the next 10 to 15 minutes. Yes. Yes, indeed. If you feel like you did not get a good even coverage, and you have some Q-tips at home, you can go again on places that you feel like you didn't get a good coverage, okay? You've never done this before. You might be like, oh, I'm not getting coverage. Do not go over places again. I'm going to repeat this to you. Do not go over places again. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is your first time doing this. This is your first rodeo. I'm telling you, you do not want to mess with me on going off the reservation and thinking that you know better and that you're doing like, oh, I can take it. Don't do it. I get all crazy on you. Okay. But if you're like, I think I missed, like for me, I probably missed right here. So I can see like I'm not warm there at all. Not a color there at all. Actually, probably don't care there that much because, I mean, my hair is there all the time. I have like zero damage. But you know what? Yeah. I'm just gonna go below that hairline. Just a very, oh, yep, there it goes. I'm coming up in there. There we go. Right? Remember, we're staying off of this edge and here, just on the eye, around the bone, bone. Right? Okay. Don't be crazy on me, people. I'm trusting you at home to not be crazy. Burn your face to the bone. Get blisters. Get blisters. Blisters, people. Blisters. Blisters. Pigmentation and scarring. Let's not mess around. Okay. All right. So at this point, what you're going to do is you're going to set a timer for 30 minutes. 30 minutes is the key. At 30 minutes, you're going to put on Fraction 5. This is going to be your new best friend. Fraction 5 is your new best friend. This is my favorite treatment to travel with because like all you have to do for the next like 3 days pretty much is you like are just use Fraction 5, right? Fraction 5, what this does is it turns on and off this treatment. So it reactivates this particular peel so that it slow rolls into your face. So it actually acts like this. No peel, peel. No peel, peel. No peel, peel. That's why it's called a switch. Turns it on and off. And that way it goes very slow, very delicately, and acts so the mitochondria, which is the building blocks of all cells, get enough nutrition that they can actually digest it and take it in without burning, dying, and being over full. So they can be like, num, 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 num. Ooh, I'm full. Let me utilize that. Ooh, I could take some more. Num, 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 num. Ooh, I'm full. Hold on a second. Oh, I can take some more. And it does that. And we do this for 4 days. Okay, so it works primarily in the skin for 3, but we do it for 4 just to be on the safe side. All right, usually by the 4th day, it's not really taking much in. The peel's out of your system and we're done. But I'm always like, you probably still have some in here. I'll let you keep doing it. Okay. As I always tell people, I sometimes give you enough of this treatment that you can sometimes do it a second time. So if you have enough of the fraction, if you have some enough of like all of this treatment, you could next in 2 weeks do this treatment again. This treatment loves to be stacked. It's a treatment that loves to do stacks every 2 to 4 weeks. All right. So guys, if you want to have any questions, make sure you follow that bottom directions on how to do stuff. Make sure you really follow. But if you want to have any questions, ask in the club. Ask in the club, everyone. Ask in the club, because ask in the IG club. That way everyone has the answers. And your skin might feel a little bit warm. You're doing fine. The last thing I have in there is I do have a hydrating mask. And the hydrating mask is little container. And it's actually the 302 hydrating mask that I sometimes will use. If you start feeling really dry, you can put this on, because sometimes you'll get very dry feeling and you just need a really basic moisturizer. The only thing that goes in place friendly with the Fraction 5 is a basic moisturizer and sunscreen. That's it. You don't want to be using anything too fancy, because you will kill off this kind of the Fraction 5 and this the peel that's going on in your face. So keep it really basic, keep it simple. Sorry, I had to go grab my Fraction 5. Shake these really well. I like to really make sure I shake this. Then you're going to go ahead and make sure that you keep it around the eyes and not on the eyes. If you got your product anywhere else, like peel anywhere else on your body, make sure you get this on there as well.